Guys, how you doing? This is Chris Og Media. Thanks for joining. Guys, we have said it before and we are saying it again that some of the things that we do in Nigeria, if you try it in the Western world, you can't go scot-free though. They will hold you where they are supposed to hold you. Every law matters to them, regardless of who you are. You can do your things in Nigeria and get away with it. You know, cover the law hall because you have money, because you are connected, because you know politicians. But when you go to the United Kingdom or you go to the United States of America or any part of the Western world, Europe, they will hold you. If you like, be multi-billionaire, they will hold you. So don't even trespass. Don't even. It is only in Nigeria that you can do what you are doing and you are getting away with. Now, the former Senator Ike and wife Beatrice Ekweremadu, you know, this issue of organ harvesting and whatever it is, has been found guilty of organ trafficking in the United Kingdom. And they are waiting sentencing come the 5th of May. So, they've been found guilty now. And they have now moved the sentencing to the 5th of May, 2023. We don't know exactly what is going to happen by what kind of sentence in how many years, how many months they're going to be slammed with regard to this particular, you know. That's why I said, some of the things that you think you can do if this case is in Nigeria now, by now you'll have been swept under the carpet long time ago. But the United Kingdom, they take their time. They first of all put you in their custody, commence their investigation, you know, before they dish out to you in the way you don't even like. Are you want to tell me that Senator Ekweremadu doesn't have money to bribe people? But UK will not take money from you. They are the people that uphold their law. But in our own case, Nigeria, we don't uphold no law. A lot of issues have happened in Nigeria here that has been swept under the carpet. But you made a mistake by taking such step to the United Kingdom or United States of America. UK and your mates, are you normal? You know, this particular case is, I don't know how it's going to be. I pity the situation at which they were actually looking for, you know, the organ, you know, in order to assist their child, you know, but then the channel for which they follow, I think is not the right channel for them to follow. And this particular channel has to be put to question, to be honest with you guys. I feel for the little girl who actually needed that particular donation, but the channel for which this was followed, this ought to have been followed, going through the normal procedure, then there wouldn't have been this particular problem. We have people in the United Kingdom, I believe, who donate their blood, who donate different kinds of things to people, you know. It has to go through a process. Everything in life is all about process, guys. To be honest, I'll just allow you to listen very carefully to this. Credit to Arise News on this one. Guys, listen to it.
The Senate President Ekweremadu and his wife Beatrice have both been convicted of organ trafficking in the United Kingdom. Ekweremadu, a former Nigerian Deputy Senate President, with his wife alongside their doctor, Obin Albeta, were found guilty of violating the Modern Slavery Act. The trio were found guilty after a 6-week trial of facilitating the travel of a young man to Britain with a viewpoint to exploiting him. The Metropolitan Police had in June 2022 remanded him in custody and arraigned Beatrice and Ike Ekweremadu at Oxbridge Magistrate Court. Meanwhile, the judge, Justice Jeremy Johnson, will pass a sentence at a later date. So I mean, a lot to say about this.
Yes, for those who have followed this case, this is they found him guilty, not just him, his wife Beatrice, their doctor, as you've mentioned, Rufai, and they actually acquitted his daughter Sonia for saying she wasn't complicit. I think the lessons from this particular conviction and following the case closely is to see that very largely for us, you know, for a number of people, there's a lack of understanding of what amounts to modern-day slavery. This Modern-Day Slavery Act was enacted in 2015 and became a deterrent so that, you know, the perpetrators of modern slavery could be caught, especially in the area of trafficking, whether it's human trafficking or organ trafficking, as is the case in this particular matter. Now, what this means for them is that there are a number of sentences that the court, bearing in mind the merit of the case, would put down come May 5, when he would be sentencing the trio for being found guilty in this case. One of the things I must mention following the case is that number one was this issue around paying someone to do something, especially in this case, the donation of an organ. despite the fact that, the lawyers of both Senator Ekweremadu, his wife, and the doctors have tried to say that, oh, the man was aware of it. But it is the fact that what is seen as normal practice or just asking someone to do something and pay for it is not. And so in terms of that area, which unfortunately a number of Nigerians are complicit and do not recognize that it's actually a crime.
Like that.
So the case has played out. They've been found guilty and will await sentencing on the 5th of May.
The Modern Slavery Act of the UK 2015 deals with this category of offenses with, slavery. Talks about slavery, servitude. Second, in Section 2, it talks about illegal trafficking. Section 3, it talks about exploitation. Section 4, it talks about the intent to commit the offense spelled out above. Now, it goes on in Section 5. The Modern Slavery Act in Section 5 now prescribes the penalties. What are these penalties? If you fall short of Sections 1 and 2 of that Modern Slavery Act, you will be sentenced to life imprisonment. If it is, under summary conviction means the matter not going straight to trial. It means the accused person pleads guilty, enters an allocutus, and then the court, gives its ruling. That's summary conviction. Under that is 12 months or a fine or both. Now, if it is under Section 4, the punishment is, again, similar to what you have, articulated in Section 5, and that's spelled out.
Section 6, okay.
Section 6. So where are we in this matter now? The matter is that Ekweremadu, former Senator Ekweremadu, his wife, and the doctor involved in the matter, have all been convicted. Now the sentencing has been moved to May 5. So how would the court treat the matter of sentencing? Two ways. Perhaps if the lawyers had gone for summary conviction, the maximum that would have happened would have been 12 months or a fine or both. Ekweremadu and his wife having already spent about 10 months in prison. But what is now going to happen depends on how, the court applies the rules. And this being a landmark case, the first time anybody will be convicted under this Modern Slavery Act, the court, the Old Bailey, may just want to make a statement to people to say that, look, this law exists and is potent and is no respecter of persons. Then let us hope that, the matter will be determined on compassionate grounds. Because if you look at this, the senator and his wife, they were not doing this for profit. They were doing it out of love for their child who was sick. So maybe compassion would come in here. But as for the Dr. Beta, it may well be established that he was doing it for monetary gains and profit and things. The court had said, and the Crown prosecutor made the argument also, that the fact that this is done out of love for a child is no defense. They say it's criminal. They say it's exploitative. They say this is a major test for the Modern Slavery Act. But we will wait, we'll see on May 5. But there are lessons to be drawn from all of this. About love for a child, about what happens in other jurisdictions that may not apply in our country. But I feel very strongly about the compassionate side of it. They were not in a position, of course, to prejudge the court. But that's what the law says. On May 5, we see how the matter is.
that's I mean, I just hope and I pray that the court tampers justice with mercy, or mercy with justice, or justice with mercy, whichever way, that, they are doing it on compassionate ground, and, because it's not doing it for profit base. It's not profit base kind of undertaking, to save the life of their child, and as such, but because of the link, the route for which they followed is the issue here now. This is the reason why we are talking to ourselves in Nigeria to always follow the legal process of everything. We shouldn't always be thinking that because we have the power, because we are above the law. Because in Nigeria here, we think we are so much above the law because we are politicians, we are rich, We are multi-billionaires and stuff. We think we are above the absolute law. It is not supposed to be. And this is a lesson for everyone who thinks in their mind that they are above the law. You can only be above the law in a country that doesn't respect the law. But in a country that respects the law, they will hold you down and accountable for every law that you disobey. So on the 5th of May is when we are expecting the sentencing. We just hope that, tamper justice with mercy with regard to this particular case. So guys, what are your opinion with regard to this? What do you think? Do you think the court will tamper justice with mercy on Mr. Ekweremadu and his wife? Or do you think the court is going to go hard on them? Do you think this is a major trafficking, or do you think this is just done in the wrong way? Do you think they are not following the right procedure and all of that? Whatever your opinions are, guys, try as much as possible to leave it in the comment section for us. Try as much as possible to help us to share this content. Let 1 or 2 persons learn from it. Try as much as possible as well to leave your comment and your opinion in the comment section, like, and help us to subscribe for more videos. We'll be coming with an update by May the 5th. May the 5th. To give you update with regard to this particular news and many more. This is Chris Media on General Happenings. I'll see you in the next video.